Hello, welcome to Crafty Fox DIYs. Today I'm making stuffed pumpkins with old clothing. At the end of the video, I'll show you how I style them in my home. Let's get started. What I have here is a leg that I've cut from an old pair of pants. You can see that it's tapered, larger at one end and smaller at the other. Depending on where I cut it will determine the size of my pumpkin. The closer to the smaller end I cut it, the smaller the pumpkin and larger pumpkins from this end. I'm going to go about halfway. This will give me one larger pumpkin and one smaller pumpkin. Using pant legs or sleeves is really convenient because you have a circle. If you're using a piece of square material like this, you would need to sew up the side first to do this. The next step then, we're going to take a needle and matching thread, or you could use a different color thread. You could use yarn. It's your choice. And we're just going to go in and out like this all the way around. And once you've gone all the way around, you pull it tight, gathering the material together, and then tie it off. If you have a hole, like I do here, just sew it up. Now when we do the other side, which is going to be the top of the pumpkin, we're going to leave the hole so that we can put our pumpkin stem in. If you're making a topiary, like I did with some of mine, you may want to go ahead and sew up the top hole on the pumpkins that are not going to be on top because they're not going to get a stem. Now before we sew up the other side, I'm going to put stuffing in. Just going to do this the same way you did the bottom, all the way around. Now remember, when you get to the top, you're going to leave a hole so that way you can put your stem in. Okay, now that I've got it all sewed up and tied off, I'm going to glue in my stem. This is just a wood peg that I have from something. Most of my other pumpkins have pieces of branches that I cut from my yard in them. I'm going to put some hot glue in there and push the material into the stem. Okay, now that the stem is glued in, we're going to make the ribs of our pumpkin. I'm just going to go here at the bottom. Then I'm going to come up here to the top. And I'm just going to pull the thread tight so that it makes the indent like that. And then go back around to the bottom. Pull it tight and make an indent like that. And we're just going to move over some and repeat the process. Once again, you could do this with the same color thread like I am, or you could use a different color thread or yarn. You could also use any color of material that you want to, whatever you choose. Now we just tie it off. Okay, now that our pumpkin's finished, let's go look at how I style them in my home. As you can see, I also made pink ones and some blue and white striped pumpkins. And I made these adorable scarecrows to go along with it. Because I still wanted some orange to go with my banner that I had made last year, I put these ribbons around these jars that I'm using for vases, and then threw in some fall flowers just to tie it all together. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.